Hello everybody, this is Jason Lee from NextLevelGuitar.com. David has brought me out to show a few of my guitars today, and another one that I really want to show is my 2004 62 reissue Japanese Fender Jaguar. I wanted to break up the confusion of how the pickups and everything work today, so definitely something that I wanted to bring out as an example. So let's get started on some of the hardware on this particular one that I've got. Everything's pretty much stock. This is actually a pickguard that a good friend of mine from Japan actually picked up when he was visiting out there. So this is different. This originally would have come with a all-white pickguard, but I do kind of like the red contrast to it. I put new pickup covers on this one, and one other thing that's a popular modification to do on this model specifically is switch over the bridge to a Mustang bridge. The Fender Mustang was a decently popular model that people do use, but the Jaguar is a little bit more popular, and one neat modification to do is just pretty much get this bridge and pop it in. The difference is the saddles don't have a lot of different grooves on them that let the string pop off, so when you're doing a lot of fast strumming, this pretty much keeps that locked in the groove, especially if you're doing any heavy, tremolo grabbing. So yeah, definitely a good upgrade if you're ever thinking of getting a Jaguar. Fender does still make this as a replacement part that you can order, and it literally just drops right back into the holes. So that's definitely a neat feature. Their tremolo system is always a little bit weird, which I always thought was pretty funny, but it does get the tone. If you're recording or you're playing short songs live, they're amazing guitars. I just have standard set of 11 to 48s on here. But the way the tremolo works is you have this little retainer right here that's going to push the bar into the unit itself, and it's pretty much just spring-loaded. So this is a lock. You can pull this back to lock the unit in, and then this is your tension adjustment right here. So this is the same type of bridge that's done on a Jaguar or a Jazzmaster. But yeah, it's kind of a funky unit, but once you really set them up right, I think you can keep them in tune for quite a while. This is pretty much your standard volume and tone for the guitar. So this is just a regular volume. Here's your tone. Right there. Okay. Well, mine is set up standard. So these two are actually the pickup selector switches. So it's pretty simple. In the up position, they're on. So you can actually hear it right now. I'll just sit and strum and turn them on and off. Okay. And there's our neck. I'm going to do the same thing and just turn the bridge off. So you can hear the difference, and then we'll just cut them. Okay, so now both of them are off. Okay, now kind of a neat feature that I always love to use on this is actually kind of like a boost switch with a different capacitor inside that lets it kind of open up. So we'll do that right now too. We'll have it off, and I'll do the same strumming with the A string, and then we'll just turn it back on. So definitely a really cool feature of the Jaguar. I think definitely they created it for surf guitar especially. So with all those different features, you can really get different tones. And then here's what I want to clarify. We're going to move up to this segment right here. This itself is a switch to move you up and down to the upper controls or the bottom controls. So if we're right now in the bottom position, which moves us down here. If we now go up, this is going to directly just move us to this volume and this tone. So that's right. They're actually wheels that move forward and reverse, but they're actually the controls. So this is our volume right here. You're just going to roll that back like that, if you can see it. And then this is our tone. So we'll just try that out really quick again. Give a little strum. Okay. Same with our tone. Our tone's open, so we'll close it. And a few other things I did want to mention. Definitely with the pickups on a Jaguar. The pickups of a Jaguar are a little bit more hot than, let's say, like a standard Stratocaster pickup too. Definitely, I think they designed it to give it more definition if you're doing, individual surf playing. So definitely a feature that I like quite a bit. I think you will too. And yeah, that about wraps it up on the Jaguar. One other thing to actually mention on a Jaguar is that it actually does run a smaller scale neck. So that compared to Jazzmaster is a full scale and the Jaguar is a short scale. So definitely even smaller students might like it if they want to get into a serious instrument. While I'm not a instrument historian, I did want to note though that I think the Jazzmaster and the Jaguar were some of the first instruments to actually have the oversized headstock. And I'm running through an original 62 Fender Bassman and a 63 reissue Fender Reverb Tank. So I'm going to kind of go through the pickups right now just to show you the differences in tones. And we'll do a little riff and a little run, and just to give you the differences of how multi-sounding these guitars are. So let's go through that right now. I'm going to go through my standard setting. We're going to be on the bottom controls, which is down here again. I've got my tone open, my volume all the way up. Both my pickups are on with my boost on. So we're going to just try that right now. So there's one run. That's kind of like the standard, Jaguar setup. And now we're going to try the same thing, just without the boost on. So this is pretty much the standard setup. Both pickups on right now, and then we'll run it without the boost. So. So you can definitely hear the difference that the boost does for a Jaguar guitar. I think it's its best kept secret. So let's do one more run, and we'll try just the neck pickup as well. We'll try that same run, but you can kind of hear the difference of the low end on it now too. So definitely, that's really a cool sound you can get, in comparison to some other guitars just on this already on the bottom segment. So let's move to the top really quick. This is just going to be our actual neck pickup, and we're going to have our volume and tone controls right here pretty much all the way open. So let's try that run on the guitar one more time just to hear the difference. So definitely a much more muddy or darker sound. Definitely all the surf groups I do play with, along with mine. I've always got it in the down position, both pickups on, boost on, and all the way open. Volume's always at your discretion, and tone's always at your discretion. But definitely, if you can keep this a real clean sound, you can, definitely get a good array. So we'll try that one more time in the back, back to the normal stock positions that most everyone uses. So. So once again, this is Jason Lee with NextLevelGuitar.com, and this is my 2003 62 reissue Japanese Jaguar. Thanks again.